Hey everybody, it's Neil from Growlies. Wanted to talk to you today about poop. We end up talking about poop a lot. It's an uncomfortable topic generally, but us dog lovers and cat lovers certainly do talk about poop a lot. So I guess one of the things that's really weird about us and when our dogs go poop, we have two dogs and they often have tandem pooping. And when they go tandem pooping, we pretend it's like synchronized swimming and we give them a gold medal. The other thing is that dogs can have inconsistent stool, and so we end up talking about loose stool a lot here at the store. And of course, when our girls do get loose stool, we sing a little song. We call it the Little Loose Poop Song. And the Little Loose Poop Song is sung to the song of Little Deuce Coop. And it's a little loose poop, you don't know what I ate. Huh? Come on. So every time we see that, that's this little song that we sing. And when they're doing the synchronized pooping, we also sing the Kit Kat song. Having a poop, poopity poop poop. Do you do that? I do that. What song do you sing when your dog is having a poop? So poop should be small, firm, brown, and bumpy. It should be firm in order to express their glands. Dogs have anal glands, and they require expression. And so that means that a dog, when they go, should bear down harder than a human has to bear down, so that they can express those glands. But they shouldn't be so bearing down that they take forever to go poop. That would be constipation. So we want to see a little bit of bearing. We want to see that they have the ability to express their glands appropriately. We want to see that small, firm, bumpy brown poop. We don't want them too tight and white. Too tight and white means they've had too much bone in their food, and too dark brown and chocolate swirl means that they've had too much red meat in their poop or boneless meat in their poop. They can also, of course, be all sorts of things like treats and so on and so forth that can cause loose stool. For instance, our girls, there's a chew that we've given them a number of days, and we've noticed that whenever we give them that chew, they do end up with a much looser stool. And so we've reduced the amount that we give those chews, we've reduced the frequency, and so make sure that you know that it's whether or not it's the food, because it's actually often, if you're especially on a raw food diet, it won't be the food unless you're sticking to boneless meats too much. And when you get that constipation, that too tight a white poop, add some boneless meats because that'll ease the burden. So add some beef heart or some liver, and we can't overdo liver, so don't overdo liver. Like some people will just like, let's give them a meal of liver. No, don't give your dog 2 pounds of liver. That's crazy. But you do want to include some of those boneless meats to ease the burden of constipation, especially in older animals. We find that a lot with the older guys. They require less bone as they age, and they're less tolerant of it, and they're more prone to constipation. Veggies can certainly help, and then we can start getting into pre and probiotics and all that. So don't hesitate to add some veggies to the diet. That fiber is good fiber. We want to get some fiber into the diet because, of course, we've taken out hair, which would be one of the natural fibers that they get, and they would also often eat the stomach of a prey animal, and the prey animals are almost always herbivores, and so that's where they could get some digested greens, where the cellulase of the herbivore has done a lot of that digestion for your carnivore. And so I think that's enough ranting about poop. I think that's like 4 minutes of poop talk. And so if you have questions about poop, if you want to talk about poop, we're happy to talk about poop. Give us a call. Come on by. We're happy to answer any of your questions around poop. The other thing I wanted to do is talk about Red Dog Blue Cat. Red Dog Blue Cat, we've been working with them for about 12 years, 13 years, pretty much since we opened. They're an exceptional company. Their sourcing is top-notch. If you go to their website, they give all the nutritional profile information. They can tell you everything that's all the levels and stuff that are in the product, so that if you're one of those informed people who want to know everything about complete and balanced, and you have that as a target, then these guys can help you do that because they tell you everything that's in the food with their nutritional assessments that they make publicly available, which is really unusual in the industry, and we want to see more of that. So to wrap it up today, I will just walk around to the till, and we're going to talk about, you know, the way I finish all the time. We do have more parking around back. Don't hesitate to ask us where it is, and we will happily show you where the Rockstar parking is. Next we deliver. We do deliver. We'll bring it right to your door. We're working on enhancing that ability, and if you're going to be around the house, we'll bring it to your door. Next day delivery service, $5 for delivery, just to cover the cost of gas and time. And then lastly, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, or like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, check us out on LinkedIn, check us out on YouTube. We're at all those channels, and we're trying to do more of this kind of stuff, so let us know how we can do better. Thanks so much. Cheers.